Curtis inspects the charred remains of the trailer park in Pacific Palisades, California, that until Tuesday had been home. The destruction is total. All that's left is an eerie hush as the dry winds that drove the wildfire through this neighborhood blow through the rubble.
How much would you say that you've lost?
Everything. I got my car, whatever's in my car. So, don't know.
But there's little time for reflection here in the Los Angeles suburbs. Multiple blazes are racing through the area, with firefighters saying they are 0% contained. Already, over 1,000 buildings have burned. The consensus among longtime residents seems to be that these are the worst fires anyone can remember. In another part of Pacific Palisades, Sana Chong is hurriedly hosing down the bamboo hedge outside his home.
I know this looks pretty stupid, but if I can save one ember from burning down my house, I'll take the risk.
He's fed up with what he sees as inaction over the threat of wildfires and reports of problems with water supplies as firefighters try to rein them in.
We need our governments to be more proactive about these wildfires. They're happening every single several times a year. There must be some things we can do to try to mitigate this. Please. Fire hydrants are empty. Firefighters are doing everything they can, but we need to do things more proactively before.
Now, in the final days of his presidency, Joe Biden has promised help is on the way, pledging to do, quote, anything and everything as long as it takes to tame these fires and help reconstruct. But the scale of the disaster means this won't be easy, and the aftermath will largely fall to the next administration. For now, over 100,000 evacuees wait for news of their losses. In the city of Pasadena, the convention center's been turned into a makeshift shelter, with volunteers handing out Red Cross blankets, food, and other essentials. Just over a week ago, this city welcomed the new year with the celebratory Rose Bowl American Football Championship. Now, with the so-called Eaton fire raging just kilometers away, the mood here has turned bleak.
What was interesting for me was the realization as I was choosing things, the things that I didn't choose. And it wasn't, sometimes you'd look at something, you go, you know what, I've had that for almost all my life, but you know what, I can let that go. I can let it go, I can let it go. And then I took photographs and things that meant something, a little figurine that my daddy bought for me when I was 5, or those kinds of things.
Backup is on the way, with fire crews headed to the scene from as far away as the neighboring state of Arizona. But while weakening winds have Pasadena's fire chief hopeful of progress in the coming days, crews have a brutal fight on their hands. James Lin and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.